Hey everybody, it's Jenny, aka Coop Dizzle, and welcome to the Coop. And I just wanted to come up here and make a really quick update about this last weekend. I went to San Antonio, which is a 3-hour drive, which really isn't long for Texans because everything's so far spread out. The state's huge. I mean, it took me an hour and a half to go just do chemotherapy, so but there's a lot of hills, and I'm having brain swelling. I can feel it. I know what it feels like to have brain swelling when I stand up and I feel immense pressure and I lose hearing in my right ear. Or it's like it all happens all at once, and it happens for a while, like for a minute or two. We got paid today, and I went on Amazon and got me a collapsible cane, just to even use around the house, just because when I stand up, the pressure in my head is so much, that I need something to hold on to, and it's collapsible, so I can take it with me. So anyway, we drove up to San Antonio, and we got to the venue. We paid for the parking, and we were there really early. It said to be there at 3:30, but they didn't take anybody in until about 4:30. I don't know. But we went in, and they did sound check, and right away I saw Anthony at the sound booth. He's the lead singer. For any of those who are curious about who Bayside is, Google them. They're amazing. They are highly underrated, and I've been a fan of theirs for 11 years. If you're a new subscriber, I did a video about 6 months ago called Crossing Off My Bucket List, and I actually met them 6 months ago. And when I saw them this last weekend, they said that they remembered me. And Jack follows me on Twitter. He's the guitarist. I felt really bad because we walked past him too, but I didn't say anything because he looked kind of rough. He hurt his arm, like he dislocated his shoulder, and he still played the gig. And Anthony is a lead singer, and he had a sinus infection. He still does, and he sang. So these guys are amazing. I mean, they're sick, they're broken, and they're still playing. But I got to meet them, and it was really cool. They did the sound check, and then Becky and I went out to the car for a little bit because while we were in there, I started getting a really, really bad headache, and I was thinking, oh crap, I forgot to take my pain meds. So we went out to the car, and I took my pain medication and a steroid pill. A 1 milligram dose of steroids. I'm up to 2 now. But that was a big mistake. So a mixture of driving to San Antonio and then taking my pain medication, I actually fell asleep during their set. And if you watch that video on the bucket list, that time that I went and saw them, I was crying the whole time because I thought I wasn't going to be able to meet them. And this time I missed half the show, if not more than half the show, because I was asleep. Somehow Chris got us special seating, and so we were sitting in a booth at the very back of the venue. It was a really small venue, so we got to see them you could see them really well. But one of the last songs they played was our wedding song, which is Landing Feet First, and Chris grabbed my hand and we held hands, and I tried to sing. I was just so out of it, and then when we left, I just got really pissed off because I missed it. But it's moments like that where your illness just takes over your body and you cannot control anything, that it just pisses you off because it makes you miss out on things. But I got over to Becky's house, and then I couldn't go to sleep, which it pissed me off even more. So I wrote Stivik from 12 Foot Ninja, and I was telling him about it, and I was like, I will be so upset if I fall asleep during y'all's stuff. Like, this is my only chance to meet them and see them in concert. So he was like, well, you know, as long as you can stay awake for one song and I get to shake your hands, that's fine. I was like, screw a handshake. I'm going to hug you, man. Like, I'm so excited. But we're doing it smarter. We're going to go up the night before so I can sleep, because from here to Fort Worth is a 5-hour drive. So we're going to drive up the night before, stay in a hotel, get some sleep, and then I'm waiting for some information. Chris signed me up for this, it's like a charity thing for terminal people. I don't know if it's just terminal or if it's like any illness, but they grant you like a day with a band. And I got accepted into that, and I sent them the paperwork, but I don't know if they got it. I haven't heard anything. But either way, I'm going to get to meet 12 Foot Ninja. Stivik already said not to worry about it, that we will meet, and even Ken, the lead singer, said so too. So we'll go up the night before, then go to the concert. Chris has to leave because with me crossing everything off my bucket list, it seemed only fair that Chris got to cross something off his bucket list, and that was going to Minecon. So he's actually missing them playing their set. They go on at 6:45, and I think his plane leaves at 6. So, but he still gets to meet the band. He's just really bummed out that he won't get to see them live, because he loves 12 Foot Ninja too. So it just sucks that Minecon and the 12 Foot Ninja concert is on the same weekend. But then after the concert, I'm depending on how I feel, and I really, really hope that I'm doing okay. I would really like to go see the Deftones and Avenged Sevenfold and Chevelle. I would really like to go see those bands live, but it really just depends on my head. If anything, I just want to catch the Deftones and Avenged Sevenfold. I kind of want to ask Stivik if he would introduce me, but I don't know like how much he interacts with the other bands, and that's not why I'm friends with him. That's not why I want to be friends with him. I just enjoy talking to him. I think he's so funny. So I never want people to feel like I'm taking advantage of anything. So, and then we'll go spend the night in the hotel, and Becky's going to bring me home that Sunday. So it's going to be crazy fun, and I know I'm going to be really exhausted, but I have to make sure that I have my medication, because this last weekend I forgot to take my fentanyl patch with me, and I have not recovered from that. I am in so much pain today. My hospice nurses came out. They set up my pills. They went to Dollar General and got this little thing, because there's one pill that I have to take like 4 times a day. So there's all my lovely pills that I have to take. It's all wonderful. But my hospice nurses are really funny. They also gave me some, it's kind of like icy hot, but it's got something stronger in it. So we're hoping that that will help, and it does. Like, my stomach is numb, my skin is numb, and it does help with the pain, but it doesn't stick very well to my skin. I'm trying to look up what it's called. Aspercreme. It's a lidocaine patch. And they're kind of expensive. It's like $20 for 5 things on Amazon. But if you're hurting and you have the money, that's supposed to draw out the pain, and it does. It's helping, but it's just not staying on my skin. So I have to figure out what to do. But that's my little update about how the concert went. If you're interested in seeing a picture of me with the band, I do have it on my Coop Dizzle page. And also, real quick, while I've got you on here, I got nominated for this thing. I'm not clear on what it is. It's something to do with social media and like just being a representative for like your illness and stuff. And I got nominated, I'm trying to find it, for for my work on YouTube, and it's from We Go Health, and I got nominated for the Best in Show for a health activist. And on Coop Dizzle, on my Facebook page, Coop Dizzle, I have a link to that. You just go in and nominate me. I'll try and put a link to it in the down bar below. By any means, you don't have to vote for me or anything like that. And also, the hotel that we're going to be staying at is about $100 a night. So if you would like to donate, there's a PayPal link down there too. I don't want to ask for money. I'm not asking for money, but if you'd like to make a donation, that would be great. But by all means, you don't have to. Your support, you watching my videos, and all your comments and love and all of that is so amazing. I don't need anything else. Like, we are okay money-wise. You know, like, my husband is a school teacher, and, you know, we're not starving. So, we did have some people donate to us in the last few months. The last month, we had a lot of donations, and that gave us some fluff, and we were able to buy t-shirts and stuff. So thank you to everybody who donated. There were some people that were apologizing that they couldn't give more than $5, and I was like, dude, that's okay. Like, that's a Starbucks coffee. So I don't drink Starbucks, but Christopher does. So I do, but it's the sweet tea. I don't know, I'm just not a big Starbucks fan. But anyway, I rattle and I rattle when I'm on my medication, but most of you, I don't think, mind if I ramble on a little bit. But I'll put the link down to the We Go Health voting thing, and of course all my social media stuff is down in the bars, and you can find me on Twitter and all of that stuff. But anyway, I hope that everyone had a great weekend. I hope that everyone had a great week. I'm thrown because we went to San Antonio during the middle of the week, and I think it's the weekend when it's not. So I hope you had a great week and that you have a great weekend. Excuse me. And check your boobs. Check your balls. I had someone write me telling me that they're getting checked out because I say check your boobs and check your balls, and it always makes me feel like if something is found, not that I like jinx them or anything, but I hope that if they find something, that it was caught early enough and that they have a lifetime of remission. Of course, I hope it's not cancer with the breast or the balls, but, you know, it makes me feel good when people say that I help, because who doesn't want to help? When life gets really overwhelming and you fall asleep during a Bayside concert, just remember, this too shall pass, and you still had fun. Alright, bye-bye. Bye-bye.